You guys didn't know this, like, Hispanics are just way more popular. Like, Cardi B, Chrisean Rock, come on. And then he was a home wrecker, so it's like, a home wreck, Cardi B, shit, you don't do it. It's like, what did you say? You left your earring or your ring on purpose so you can see it? Oh yeah, that's when I went all out.
You guys won't believe it, girl. When Christian's ex-girlfriend contacted us, she disclosed that Christian had slept with Offset in their marital home. This time, Christian's ex-best pal isn't just exposing the truth. She also provided receipts to back up her claims, as you may remember when Blueface made the same accusations last year. Not only that, but Cardi B is taking pleasure in the mayhem and mocking Offset for being a community D. For those unfamiliar with this tea, please sit and let me explain. Following his release from prison a few weeks ago, Christian has been embroiled in a number of scandals. After she argued with her sister of Bad's Midwest, accusing her of forcing her to eat out when they were younger, we saw her ex confront her and demand a DNA test because he believes Christian's child, Chrisean Jr., was his child because they had a sexual relationship around the time Christian became pregnant. Christian has not refuted or answered Ronnie's claims that he was present when she gave birth, and he also caused her some trouble at the mall a few weeks ago by claiming he wanted to get the child's DNA tested. While we believe that Chrisean was finally free from media attacks, the story went dead, and her former best friend caused her some trouble. As you may recall, Blueface accused Chrisean of having an affair with Offset on Twitter last year. You genuinely made up with Cardi B's hubby a few weeks ago, so getting a tattoo on a lady isn't a flex, he tweeted. I am sick of them staring at me while they are. She wrote, you just crashed out making up and asked that you get rid of the remaining ones as soon as possible, following Chrisean's rejection of Blueface's claims. But Cran wasn't the only one who denied ever dating Offset. On November 10 at 4 o'clock a.m., he tweeted, I ain't never talk or touch that lady, real man, you need help. Followed by Blueface double down, so you ain't F Card's husband, at their Los Angeles home. Since many people thought Blueface was just trying to stir up trouble for Chrisean, they didn't trust the claims. Fans assumed this was just another day in Blueface's life because he had previously accused her of having an affair with Lil Baby, and this was not the first time he had publicly accused her of having an affair. Furthermore, the charge was made at a time when Offset's cheating habit was causing marital issues for Cardi B. Fans assumed that the charges never happened since Offset and Christian chose not to respond to them. But a year after he tweeted that Christian was sleeping with Offset, Christian's ex-best pal disclosed how Offset slept with Christian at their LA home while Cardi and the kids were away, suggesting that Blueface may have been right all along. She further stated that she deliberately left her earrings at Offset's place so that Cardi would notice and recognize a girl in the room because she was envious of Cardi.
So it's like, you have a home wreck, so you don't do it. So it's like, what did you say? You left your earring or your ring on purpose so Cardi could see? Oh yeah, that's when I went all out. That's when I was like, we committing adultery now? Oh, that's not God. That's why I knew I could do that. And I didn't even go that way because she. We always give her the time. Over there, she left us. I was like, man, you left us for some. That's not even yours, and that's married.
The majority of you are probably wondering why Christian's former best friend came out and said that she had adopted Christian as a sister and that Christian was the cause of her breakup with her ex. But even though Christian knew that her spouse was having an affair with the crafty guy she introduced him to, she pretended that nothing was amiss.
No, you actually changed my relationship in real life. And then brought it over. Let's not forget you brought it over to my ex and you became her best friend and you were getting ready with her. And then I was grieving, crying. Then my ex-boyfriend was cheating on me, and you bring her over the house and you can explain it. Like, that's not a friend. Like, you guys think that's a friend. I doubt it.
Despite Offset's initial denial, insiders close to her claimed that she called him a community D and ridiculed him for sneaking out to have sex with Chrisean. This implies that Cardi might end up winning this lawsuit the most. The insider said that Cardi was glad he was discovered to have had an affair with Chrisean because she would use it as justification to get a divorce. The insider claims that when Cardi B found out that Offset had slept with Chrisean in their Louisiana home, she seemed nonchalant. She would have lost it if this had happened a few months earlier, which implies that she was mentally done with Offset. Cardi B's lack of emotion suggests that she is done with Offset, as we all saw when she saw him hooking up with Jade on his birthday. They can only reconcile at this point if they are forced to make decisions about their children jointly. It's obvious to the world how poisonous the marriage was and how Offset feels he can get away with cheating on her because he knows she valued her family and would always return his requests. So I'm glad Cardi B walked on. Numerous media outlets claim that Chrisean and Blueface are currently at odds because Blueface has told WAC 100 to make sure Chrisean is satisfied. According to these reports, Cardi is currently in her joyful girl period and is solely worried about her own and her kids' happiness. And the baby moved away from his house after he heard how Chrisean's EXL claimed to him. The source also disclosed that he is feeling angry again after Chrisean was exposed for sleeping with Offset. According to the source last year, Blueface received word from someone close to Chrisean that she had slept with Offset. When she was confronted about it, she denied it, but now that it has been proven to be true, he is angry again and wants her out of his house and his life. Additionally, he has stopped communicating with her, and he wants her out of his home and his life. Fans were talking about how people used to believe that Blueface was cheating on her without cause. I know a cunning 304 when I see one. I never liked Blueface, but when I saw that post, I never doubted him at all because it doesn't make him look any better, even though he's trying to make her look bad. That was really an L for him, so that's what made me believe it. Do you think Chrisean actually slept with Offset, or do you think her former best friend made this up to get back at Chrisean? Let me know in the comments, and then watch this next video. Cardi B allowed anything from Offset, but Chrisean was the last straw. She is trash for messing with a married man in his wife's house and then having the audacity to leave that big old dirty ring behind.